Today we have info on a school shooting in Brazil, National United Nations Day, and much more.
We have today's weather forecast with Kyler and a look at sports with Sawyer.
Today is Tuesday, October 24th, 2023.
We are live from Studio H12 in the Shroyer Broadcasting Center at Bradley Central High School, and you're watching Vox News today.
Thank you for joining us on Vox News. I'm Callie Ellis.
And I'm Olivia Wyatt, and these are your top stories for today.
Tuesday, Michael Cohen is expected to be face-to-face with his former boss, Donald Trump. Trump's former fixer is set to testify as part of the New York Attorney General's civil fraud case against the former president. Multiple sources say this is the first time the two have spoken in 5 years. Cohen went to jail for tax crimes and lying to Congress. He also previously testified before Congress about a hush money scheme involving women claiming to have had affairs with Trump.
One student was killed and 3 were injured during a school shooting in Sao Paulo, Brazil, on Monday, according to a police report. The attack was carried out at around 7:30 a.m. local time at a school in eastern Sao Paulo, and the shooter was apprehended. According to police, 3 students were shot and were taken to the hospital. One of them, a girl in her teens, died from her wounds. A 4th student was injured while trying to flee from the attack. Police are investigating the attack.
The world is facing a loneliness problem. According to a recent Meta Gallup survey, 27% of respondents aged 19 to 29 reported feeling very or fairly lonely. The World Health Organization and the U.S. Surgeon General have warned about the dangers of loneliness. It can give a negative impact on mental and physical health, and even lead to early death. To combat loneliness, experts recommend talking to as many people as possible as you go about your day.
A mother in Chicago who was stabbed multiple times has just been released from the hospital. Hannah Shaheen was attacked by her landlord and stabbed 12 times in an alleged anti-Muslim attack. She managed to race to the bathroom and called the police, who then rushed her to the hospital. However, her son, who did not escape in time, has died. The suspect has been officially charged with murder and hate crimes, and his hearing is now scheduled for October 30th.
Brookhaven police arrested and charged 2 men Monday for the hit-and-run death of a 55-year-old mother and grandmother. Fox 5 first spoke with Amanda Whitaker on Sunday as she called for the drivers who hit and killed her mother, Linda Powell, to face justice. It's been an excruciating week for her since her mother was hit and killed on Claremont Road in Brookhaven on October 19th. And now let's check on our weather. Kyler, what can you tell us?
Fall weather's finally set in. Stay tuned for our current update on our weather and more right after this break.
Metal roofing from Best Buy Metals offers the long life of a kicker with the strength of a linebacker. It's the easiest decision since the time you had to pick between watching the Super Bowl or professional bowling. Did you know Best Buy Metals can provide a free material quote from a Google Map address? Stop by our showroom today. Visit us online 24/7 at bestbuymetalroof.com or get a free quote at metalroofingquote.com.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Doug Vierthaler, General Manager of Cleveland Ford, and together,
we are Cleveland Ford.
Welcome back to Vox News, and I'm Kyler Delaney. Here's our weather at a glance for today. The high will be 78 and the low will be 48. The current weather outside is 45. The humidity is 90%. The wind is blowing at 2 miles per hour. The dew point is 42 degrees. The pressure is 30. The visibility is 16 miles. And finally, the UV index is 0 out of 10. This weekend, 2 hurricanes, Tammy in the Atlantic and Norma in the Eastern Pacific, will hit land. Hurricane force winds reach 25 miles from the center, with tropical storm force winds spanning up to 125. Now let's take a look at our national radar. There are storms over the northeastern parts of the United States and some storms over the middle of the U.S. And here's our local radar. Everything looks clear for today. Now let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Today it will reach a warm 78 with a mix of sunshine and clouds. Later it will cool down to 42 Fahrenheit under clear skies. Tomorrow expect a high of 78 degrees Fahrenheit with some afternoon clouds. In the evening it'll be cooler at 57 degrees with mostly cloudy skies. Looking ahead to Thursday, it'll be around 80 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly sunny skies, and in the evening it drops to 58 Fahrenheit with partly cloudy skies. Friday's weather hits a high of 83 degrees with partly cloudy skies. By evening, it will be 59 degrees with more of the same. Saturday brings a high of 84 degrees Fahrenheit with partly cloudy skies. In the evening, it drops to 59 degrees Fahrenheit with occasional clouds. Moving on to Sunday, expect a high of 82 degrees Fahrenheit with a mix of sunshine and clouds. In the evening, it'll dip to 58 degrees Fahrenheit with partly cloudy skies. Lastly, on Monday, the high will be 78 degrees with mostly sunny skies. By evening, it'll cool to 48 with partly cloudy skies. That is all I have today for weather. Here's Sawyer with your sports report.
Today we have a look at the Rangers versus the Astros and the 49ers versus Vikings right after this break.
At McDonald's, we're making changes every day to serve you better. It's what we're made of. And serving you better means fresh beef quarter-pounder burgers, your burger, his burger, her burger. All cooked fresh, right when you order. Made from pure North American beef and just a pinch of salt and pepper. Because we think there's nothing better than a fresh beef quarter-pounder burger made for you, right when you order. And that's just one way we're showing you what we're made of.
McDonald's is honored to serve our communities. McDonald's would like to give the opportunity to come join their team at one of their 11 locations. McDonald's has 5 locations in Cleveland and locations in Athens, Sweetwater, Madisonville, Etowah, Ocoee, and Ottawa. It's as simple as texting APPLY to 38000 or dropping by one of their 11 locations for an application. They offer flexible schedules, tuition assistance, and competitive wages. Come join the winning team at your local McDonald's.
Welcome back to Vox News. I'm Sari Hughes with your sports report. Adolis Garcia and these road-happy Rangers are not only tops in Texas, but the best in the American League. Garcia homered twice and drove in 5 runs as the Texas Rangers reached their first World Series in 12 years with an 11-4 blowout of the Houston Astros in Game 7 of the AL Championship Series on Monday night. Garcia homered for the 4th straight game and set a record for RBI in a postseason series with 15. He had 4 hits, scored 3 times, and was the obvious choice for ALCS MVP in a series that saw the road team win every game. Cousins connected with Addison for 2 first-half scores. Cameron Bynum intercepted Brock Purdy twice in the 4th quarter, and the Vikings held on to beat the 49ers 22-17 on Monday night. Quote, one play here, one play there. We've had some tough losses, unquote, said Cousins, who went 35-45 for 378 yards and no sacks. Quote, last year we were fortunate enough to pull them out. We found a way tonight, end quote. Christian McCaffrey scored twice for the 49ers, who have a 2-game losing streak for just the 2nd time in 2 years. That is all I have for sports. Stay tuned for more Vox News right after this break.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford.
I am Cleveland.
I am Cleveland Ford. I am Doug Vierthaler, General Manager of Cleveland Ford. And together,
We are Cleveland Ford.
CRCC to me is a calling that God placed on my life to really step out in faith on something that I didn't think I could do, and it's been amazing to see how God's worked through it.
CRCC stands for Crossroads Community Church, but we're a church that our vision is to be a life-giving church in our community. We do that through helping people know God, find freedom, discover their purpose, and then go make a difference. And so that's what we're doing every week, is helping people discover their jam and go make a difference.
At Whirlpool, we don't know how the same number of people can make twice as much laundry without ever leaving the house. We don't know how breakfast can make you need a snack. How are you still hungry? Or where all the glasses keep going. But we do know that you can trust Whirlpool to cook, clean, and wash it all, because that's what we've always done. Meal after meal, dish after dish, load after load, day after... What day is it?
Welcome back to Vox News. The Coast Guard rescued 4 Canadian boaters off the coast of North Carolina on Sunday at around noon, about 140 miles off of Wilmington shore. The boaters used a radio to make contact with the Coast Guard airplane after their 60-foot sailboat capsized. They were in the life raft. The Coast Guard launched a helicopter in response and hoisted the boaters to safety. They said side hatches on both sides of the boat broke, which caused it to flood and capsize.
Tennessee police have identified the 2 officers shot on Saturday night in a suburb of Nashville. Authorities are still searching for the suspect, John Drake Jr. He's the estranged 38-year-old son of Nashville's police chief and has now been added to Tennessee's most wanted list. A reward of $2,500 is being offered for information leading to Drake's arrest.
Since reopening the state back up after COVID-19, Tennessee has done pretty well when it comes to economic growth. State collections have been off the chart, Dr. Don Bruce said. We saw really 2 years of back-to-back double-digit growth in collections. Bruce is the head of University of Tennessee, Knoxville's Boyd Center of Economic Research.
2 newly created national wildlife refuges in Tennessee and Wyoming will help protect habitats for threatened and endangered species. The Wyoming Toad Conservation Area and the Paint Rock River National Wildlife Refuge in Tennessee are the latest additions to the National Wildlife Refuge System, a collection of 570 refuges and 38 wetland districts managed by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service.
Tennessee Tech University's Women's Center has bestowed the Women's Center Exhibition Award upon Charity Armo, a talented artist hailing from Cleveland. Armo's captivating collection of oil paintings titled Even Children Get Older will grace the center's gallery through the fall semester. The Women's Center anticipates that Armo's work will not only contribute to the artistic discourse on campus, but also stimulate conversations about the themes such as growth, identity, and the passage of time. With this honor, Armo joins the esteemed company of previous recipients, marking a significant milestone in her flourishing artistic journey.
Today is the 24th of October and United Nations Day. This day recognizes the founding of the United Nations in 1945. Today, the United Nations consists of 193 member states and 2 observer states. The mission of the United Nations is to maintain international peace and security. The member nations deliver humanitarian aid to populations in crisis. The first aid delivered was an immediate response to the devastation following World War II. Another aim of the international organization is to promote sustainable development.
We are on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.
You will also find more online at our website, BCHS.TV.
Please remind your friends to like, subscribe, and share on our YouTube channel, BCHS Bear Network.
Tune in each weekday for our newscast. Just can't get enough Vox.
That is all we have for you today from Studio H12 in the Shore Broadcast Center at Bradley Central High School.
From all of us with Vox News, thank you for watching.
We hope you have a splendid day.
And as always,
God bless and go Bears.